Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. The positivity is flowing through my veins today. Like it could be the best day of the year. I think you gotta wake up with that mentality more often than not. Like today could be super freaking cool. And Nintendo is definitely doing their part to make sure it is super freaking cool, because a major leak may have just revealed the big surprise games for 2022, and you are gonna wanna sit down when you hear this list, okay? Plus, Nintendo is expanding into China in fast and fascinating ways that we need to discuss. There's a really feel-good Switch story and a couple of quick hitters, all combining to make an awesome show for you all here. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. I hope you're doing amazing, and I hope you hit that like button if you enjoy the show. It's a great way to support the channel, and make sure to let me know your take on today's topics in the comments down below. Now, this is so exciting. All right, new year, new friend of the show. We've got a new official sponsor of Good Morning Mario, and this time we've got an official controller, an official Nintendo controller coming your way, and I need you to say hello to my new friends at PDP and their fantastic Face Off Deluxe Plus audio controller. Now, you know me. I'm big on the characters, on the games, on the customs, and this controller looks so dang sweet. Link, ready for his biggest adventure yet in 2022. Plus, this guy has customizable paddles on the back. In audio jacks, you can hear and talk. And the faceplate, you ready for this? If you want to have a different character for a different time of the year. You know, we're always talking about, hey, we need a controller for this game and a controller for this game. My goodness gracious, check this out. This thing comes right off. Boom, Link says goodnight, and maybe it's time for a little bit of Animal Crossing action. I'm ready to go with Thomas Nook and his bell-bustin' antics. Plus, I've got a coupon code, SwitchForce10, to make this already affordable $28 controller even cheaper, which is phenomenal value for a pro-style controller that I fully can get behind. SwitchForce seal of approval. So let's all welcome my new friends at PDP by smashing that link in the description down below. Every time you click it, it helps support the channel and the show, and I'm telling you, this perfected design and performance for about 25 bucks after my coupon, whew, I love it. All right, let's run through our quick hitters. Charles Martinet dreams in Mario. Yeah, the voice of Mario says he dreams as if he's Mario. I guess that's what happens when you perform this character over 150 times. You just become him. Pretty darn cool. I also love the fan art for these freaking Hisuian forms. Pokemon Legends Arceus, gonna be amazing. And the Pokemon Company officially established that the P in Piplup stands for fitness with a capital PH. But we all love a feel-good story, so let's turn our attention to Shaquille O'Neal. What the heck does this guy have to do with Nintendo Switch or Good Morning Mario? Actually, he has 1,000 things to do with Nintendo, because the big diesel himself decided to donate 1,000 Nintendo Switches to kids in need this Christmas season. He talked about how he didn't have a lot growing up and how there's about 15 to 20 million kids who wake up without a single gift. So he dropped a bunch of fun stuff, including 1,000 PS5s, imagine that price, and 1,000 Nintendo Switches to spread gaming goodness, holiday cheer, and generosity amongst those who need it most. I thought this was so awesome. And to see a guy like Shaq, former NBA player, TV analyst, and movie star, becoming Shaq Claus, that's pretty cool. What's also cool is to see how Nintendo is expanding in its Eastern market. China is a country that has often rejected new video game consoles, but thanks to the help of Tencent, Nintendo was able to get the Switch approved in late 2019. Now, it looks like the OLED is hitting on January 11th, about 3 months after it dropped everywhere else in the world. Which seems like a bummer, but it's actually a big move for the Chinese market, and it'll bring the cool new console to a bunch of players in one of the most important emerging markets in the video game industry. You see, the Switch is the fastest selling console in Chinese history, and despite having a region-locked eShop and a limited list of games, it's still doing gangbusters. And the fact that they're able to bring the OLED over pretty quickly is a good sign. There's even some games that are only in the Chinese market, and we'll have to see how this expands and if they do open the floodgates and allow more from Nintendo. But I'm sure the Big N, Furukawa & Co. feel good about getting more and more of their product into one of the largest places on the planet. Let me know how you feel about this. Nintendo just spreading that Switch. 100 million, 101 million, we are ticking closer and closer towards the PlayStation 4. All right, Gather round. It's time for a discussion on this big leak. All right, 2022 already looks like a legendary year. Y'all know the games. We've talked about them countless times. But there's always surprises. Nintendo has more. They've got directs to divulge new details. And one leaker claims to have the list. They say that they know the other games Nintendo will be showcasing in 2022. And my oh my, it is like a dream come true. You gotta let me know in the comments down below what you think of these additions as soon as you hear them. Because remember, Breath of the Wild 2, Splatoon 3, Pokemon, and then this. All right, this comes from Leaky Pandy. He is a leaker that I would say take with some grains of salt. All right, he has been right and he has been wrong. His reputation up and down, but this list is interesting. And I actually looked back at some things he predicted last year and he had some good stuff, okay? He was accurate on a number of occasions. So he's talking about 4 main games from first-party Nintendo being added to their lineup. The first one, a Xenoblade side game. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. We heard that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was coming or something new in the Xenoblade franchise, like the biggest one yet, the most characters on screen, that they were working hard on making this happen, and that Monolith, man, they're making another RPG masterpiece for 2022. Totally believable. The next one is a little bit wilder, a Pikmin title, this time from Next Level Games. Yeah, the people that are supposed to be making my Mario Strikers game, but that made an amazing Luigi's Mansion 3. And maybe they just decided to help out on Pikmin because Pikmin 4 has undergone so many startovers. We heard Miyamoto talk about this game like back when I was a baby, and it still hasn't come out. But apparently it's going to be shown off this year. Now that doesn't mean it will release in 2022, but it will be shown off this year according to the leaker. From there, things get a little wilder yet. Rogue Squadron 4 from Crytek. Now this would be a big boon for Nintendo fans. If we could get an exclusive Star Wars game on Switch, and look, Hunters, that does not count. This would be a big deal. Rogue Squadron 2 was actually the first GameCube game I purchased because I totally whiffed on Monkey Ball. I didn't know how awesome that game would end up being. My brother got Luigi's Mansion and I got Rogue Squadron, and I was piloting that X-Wing towards all sorts of awesomeness. Rogue Squadron 4 with Crytek could be good. We know Crytek has done a wonderful job in working to port their Crysis games to Switch. They run and purr and look fantastic for the hardware. This one seems out of left field to me, so I don't know if there's any validity to that, but it sounds interesting. And then the big one, the one that makes me stare off into the sunset and feel so darn hopeful and hyped. Mario Kart 10. Wait, MK10? What happened to MK9? Well, according to Leaky Pandy, he says this one's gonna be called Mario Kart 10/Crossroads. He's been exposed to both names, but unsure which one. And he claims that the 10 is a play on Nintendo because this will incorporate a bunch of different Nintendo characters, forming a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for Mario Kart. Now that's the most common rumor we've heard, that the next Mario Kart will be incorporating all sorts of franchises. I mean, it's common sense as well. I guess Nintendo could consider Mario Kart Home Circuit as Mario Kart 9, or Mario Kart Tour as Mario Kart 9, or maybe the two of them are half a Mario Kart and so they combine to be MK9, and maybe they want to make it Mario Kart 10 because it's like the all game, right? Like Ultimate Smash Bros. Had everybody. 10 Mario Kart, it's got all the drivers. If Nintendo though is able to drop a year where they dish out a new Splatoon, a new evolutionary Pokemon, Breath of the Wild 2, and the next entry in the Mario Kart franchise, forget about it. This console might reach 200 million and Nintendo will be just swimming in money. They'll be eating money, they'll be pooping money. They will be, I don't know, doing everything with money because these will be insane sellers. Yet at the same time, it seems unlikely that they would all release in the same year, so maybe Nintendo isn't going to drop both Mario Kart and Zelda, but pick whichever is most ready. Now the leak continues with some Bandai Namco games, including Pokken Tournament 2 and a new Klonoa Reverie game, both of which will be Nintendo Switch exclusives. Pokken Tournament? I suppose it could come back. They did port the game before, and I think it performed pretty well. It's actually more fun than it probably has any right to be, so I'd be down for a new Poke Fighter. Klonoa, I don't have much love for, but I know they have been working to bring that character back to the forefront, so this all seems plausible. Would it be perfection? If you told me that this year would include Xenoblade, Splatoon, Pokemon, Pikmin, Mario Kart, I mean, this is insane. The only thing kind of missing here is like a true Mario game. I feel like they have one of those every year, whether it's a sports title or not, but I guess Mario Kart would totally fill that category. This doesn't even talk about the new Donkey Kong game, which the leaker also implies is coming or at least going to be revealed this year. So it seems like 2022 could just be like our greatest year ever, which wouldn't that be so nice? Like after the last 2 years we've had, a year where we just get it all. I mean, it's hard to really like latch onto that and think it's going to happen, but Nintendo, they've already announced a big slate and we know surprises are inbound. I'm gonna say that this has a decent chance of happening, at least some of the titles. I mean, I think Pikmin definitely is in the works after we saw the port of Pikmin 3 Deluxe, and we know they've been working on 4 for a while. Xenoblade is absolutely getting a new entry after the success of the franchise on this here platform. Rogue Squadron? I don't know. I know Disney and Star Wars want to expand their offerings and they're trying to do different things, as we saw with the Star Wars Eclipse game at the Game Awards. Maybe they do want to get in on some Nintendo Switch action. Mario Kart 10. Mario Kart is coming. It's just like, is it gonna come on the Switch or the next Switch? But if the chip shortage is lasting a long time and they feel like the Switch is just ballooning and ballooning, why not take advantage? I still think a new Mario Kart can sell gangbusters. That is a 20, 30, 40 million seller once again. So why not have 2 of them? 2 times the sales, 2 times the fun, 2 times the courses for this guy that's been waiting for a new Mario Kart for what feels like a decade. But definitely let me know how you feel about this in those comments down below. Would you be excited by this lineup? Do you think it's completely false? I want to hear your take and I'll definitely be tuning in. Meantime though, let's tune into the poll where your thoughts and your feelings are exposed. In fun fashion, every weekday evening, we got a new poll on the community tab, and today I asked about when you think the first Nintendo Direct of 2022 will take place. All right, everybody seems to think February is the month. Now, there's no set pattern to how Nintendo conducts the first Direct of the year, but February feels pretty likely, especially because there's a lot of games that we need to know more about, including Advance Wars and Kirby and probably Splatoon. 60% picked February, 21% picked March, 11% picked January, and 8% of you think Nintendo ain't speaking until closer to the summertime. I really feel like it will be February. I don't know exactly when beginning, end, but it does feel like there are some games that Nintendo needs to get out behind. Even if this Direct doesn't have huge new reveals, they usually save one more thing for this early Direct. This is the Direct where they said hello to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and where they said hello to Splatoon 3. So Nintendo definitely likes to save a pretty juicy cake pop for the end of the first Direct of the year. And you know, as soon as I hear more, I will have you covered, bringing you the latest and greatest from Nintendo on our Good Morning Mario show. Thank you so much for supporting me, for blessing me with your eyes and your ears. I feel so lucky to bring you the Nintendo news and fun each and every day. I love you so much. I appreciate you. So make sure you're staying safe, staying healthy, staying happy, staying positive out there. Check out PDP in the description down below. Hit that like button on your way out. And until tomorrow, my wonderful friends and family, I love you a lot. Thanks again. SwitchForce out.